pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Smith, the man in motion left. Now Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 48-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Dayon Buchanan coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's got some space here. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 18-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. In motion left goes Smith. Now Carr. Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Smith, the man in motion left. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. In motion left goes Smith. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Dontari Poe with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to go down again. Dontari Poe in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Smith, the man in motion left. Here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll pitch it out to Elliott.
My boy Trina quit.
Times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long. And maybe they can build a little bit off of that play. A little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 22-yard line. Now here's Suckabout to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On the handoff, Tomlinson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
They stay on the ground, Tomlinson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. In motion left goes Smith. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Smith, the man in motion left. To throw his Carr. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this way back around the 43. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. 10th carry now for Elliott. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
You a whore.
And the Saints just continue to roll.
What you call me? I'm gonna say it again.
Here in the third quarter. Back now in the
Nah, you ain't say that.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. Very one-sided affair.
No, Zach, you sold my kills, bro.
That's that one game. That's it, man.
The next game I had 6 kills. We still lost.
I got one.
Wow, you just lost. It don't matter. 9 kills, lose, 6 kills. Yo, I'm on like a 10-game lose streak, bro. Come on, please be the guided missile. That shit look fun, Zach. I want that thing now.
I seen a nigga do a rocket ride on this shit.
You said what?
I seen a nigga do a rocket ride with a rocket on it.
Bro, I saw a nigga rocket ride himself, bro.
I'm dead.
That shit looks fun.
Yeah, the nigga rocket ride a nigga. He had a rocket. He put the nigga all the way up top the other nigga base and he just shot the rocket down. So wild.
Bro. My man was just like he shot the rocket. He turned that joint all the way around. And he got off it, jumped and landed on his rocket, bro.
That's tough.
Right? You get yourself out of sticky situations with that. Be like, yo, who need a launch pad when you got this?
Methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
No gain on
Zach, why we always get this, man? There's always one nigga that's not at the game. Always one nigga that's not at the game, Zach. Wouldn't get no. I don't know. You bad now. It's just me and my I don't know if it's a girl or not. I think it's a girl because it's Sam Lovely.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense was
But I'm launching eggs, bro. Launching eggs.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Good job, Sam. I'm out here putting in work.
In motion left.
Damn.
Now it's Carr.
Oh, yo, Sam's a beast, Zach. I don't care, bro. Sam is a monster.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
Bro, I'm telling you, Sam gotta be a girl because they got Lovely behind it, right? Ain't no nigga will put Lovely behind it, eh?
They're already slim hopes are
right?
Right on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Game, nigga.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout
I'm
on
not
defense.
tapping it, bro.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here.
Ain't no nigga that food, bro.
In motion left goes Smith. Carr. He completes it to Bryant. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Lions are going to have a first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed
Bro,
in
this
this
egg
game is
launcher is
absolutely
stupid. It
extraordinary.
makes the
Let's
most
just face
noise in
it.
the world.
This offensive line flat out
What?
cannot handle this pass
The
rush.
egg
It's been
launcher.
demonstrated time and time again.
Egg launcher. The egg
Yeah.
launcher.
Yeah. That joint is extra loud. And it's just a big old egg flying in the air so it explodes.
Oh.
It's third and very long. Smith, the man in motion left. Throwing on third and long. Carr. And he is tied in. Duarte. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
That nigga just exploded me, bro.
He exploded. He exploded you, bro.
Explode. You heard what the fuck I said, that.
Exploded you. That's what it said.
You heard what I said.
It said exploded.
You heard what I said, Zach.
I don't care what you said. The game said exploded.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back.
I don't know, Keyshawn. I'm thinking, bro. Some bullshit.
Rodgers looking to throw. Going up top. A swing pass caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a
Man,
tune?
I ain't just went over no dirty. Right dirty.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive?
This nigga's going wild fast.
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as
Oh yeah, Zach about to give me a purple gun.
Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching.
Oh yeah, Zach got me a purple silence gun.
Never forget it because
you're not gonna want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows?
Oh yeah, Zach, I don't think nobody spawned over here.
And my goodness, another interception.
Watch him out. You up? Never mind, Zach. JK.
Game smoke.
You gonna get popped on. You wild, man. I'm gonna shoot that nigga up.
3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game.
Hit him a couple times. Hit him a couple times. I'm out of here though. He might have a shotgun. I ain't got a shotgun. I hate to have a shotgun.
That's right. Sam gets it with the Eagles. And I believe it's against Washington.
My team dipped on me. They saw.
Sometimes when you abandon the running game, it's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people,
Like fuck that nigga.
to get them started
Dipped on me.
again occasionally.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Besides, Zach, I don't need them. I don't need them anyway. See, they dying anyway. But they dying. I don't need them. They was with me. They still be alive right now.
What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be
everything they could ever want.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I ain't got much myself, but I had everything they could ever want.
Back out onto the field.
Yeah.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all
They still in that building right there? Oh no, they got them moving. I'm coming, Wild Tigers. You came back to me. You came back to me, Zach. What a little guy.
You just got scared.
Another interception. Picked off by
Bro, he ain't get scared. He's not that sore.
All his old niggas was dropping. He got scared.
What a nightmarish game.
He thought it was safe with me, Zach.
6 interceptions
Yeah.
that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable,
I'm
isn't
dead.
it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it
Like,
take
you
it from
can't
them.
be
And he
bad if
fires
you're
one
talking to me,
that's
bro.
intercepted. Picked off by Akeem
Somebody get that
Talib.
nigga.
And the return
I'm
just
just
out
saying,
across the
that's
15
not
to
possible.
the 16-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little
My
something to hang
phone
their
is
hat on, I
dead.
guess.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no,
let's
it's
face it,
not.
though. Who's happy about this play?
Yeah.
Fantasy guys, right?
It
Phones
just
don't die
played.
because they were
Analytics
never
will tell
alive.
you one thing or another.
Shut the
That's a
fuck up,
dramatic play
bro.
on one side.
And he's taken down. Back at
Just
his
letting you
own
know, Zach.
7. They're going to need to
My
get
phone
up
is
and
alive,
set in a
nigga.
hurry.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line,
Wanna
flat
talk
out,
to me?
cannot handle this pass rush. It's
Yeah.
been demonstrated time and time again.
Smith, the man in motion left.
You gonna put it on the
Card
phone?
now to throw.
How are you doing today?
And my goodness,
Oh,
another
wait.
Cause that, these
Shit,
niggas about
there
to
you go.
jump.
picked off by the Pro Bowler,
Siri,
Anthony
she right
Barr.
there.
And he's going to get this on down to the
She said I'm happy
13-yard
to be here.
line.
Glad you are.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0.
Damn, yo, Zach, the blue pump put in work, bro. I knocked down 2 of them niggas.
Hey, they should have never added that shit.
But I don't know why they said either.
A regular pump takes fucking 200 with a headshot. Fucking big
Bro,
beat.
I knocked 2 of them niggas down, 1 shot, both, bro.
Yeah.
If there wasn't a third nigga there, I'd have definitely won that, bro. You know what? I'm gonna play later, Zach. I'm gonna holler at you, dog.
Hmm?
I'm gonna play later. Gonna get on later too, Zach.
Huh?
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna play
Dang,
later.
I just got on Fortnite. Dang, I'm right back on Madden now.
Alright, Zach.
Alright, cool.
Hello, niggas.
That's
Hello,
all,
niggas. Alright, see, this is why I disrespect y'all. I just call you niggas and it's a problem. Call you bitches is a problem. Y'all niggas gonna have to make up your mind. I'm not calling you that. You can shut the fuck up. Suck my